2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to Game 1 of the NBA season. Jet Smith.
Man, it's been a long summer.
I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. We have been waiting for this day for a long time. Tonight, we'll be watching the Utah Jazz playing against the Denver Nuggets. Well, for Denver, they split the season series against these guys last season, 2 games apiece. Should be a good one tonight. After a brisk off-season, it's finally upon us, fellas.
What's that?
Opening night.
Oh, tonight's opening night?
Hey,
oh, those are preseason games.
Shaq, your thoughts on how important it is for a team to get off to a fast start?
Well, early wins gives you confidence.
Oh, do they ever?
Makes you more intimidating to play against.
Oh, does it ever?
I'm so excited. I miss you guys this summer.
Oh, I know. What have you been doing?
I'm happy to be here. I went to China about 59 times.
Yeah.
I went to Cancun 72 times.
Uh-huh.
And I went to the North Pole twice.
Oh, wow.
Wow. How's
so
that?
A pretty uneventful summer for you.
It was bad. I was looking for Santa. I couldn't find him.
Okay, well, you're not supposed to. The fans, the local media, everyone is excited. And I just am excited to be here, start of the season, and you don't want to start slow. You don't want to have any rough patches early on.
What'd you do this summer?
I went fishing.
Did you really?
Yes, I did.
Catch anything?
Fishing. Yes, I did. I went to Dubai and went deep sea fishing.
Wow, awesome. So you were traveling all over the place? You go deep sea fishing?
What'd you do?
I cut the grass. It's awesome. Oh, that wraps it up. Let's go courtside.
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side are analysts Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. From the sideline, we'll have the Hall of Famer David Aldridge. We'll be hearing from him in just a bit. Crowd ready to roar in this Western Conference matchup. Jazz looking to please their fans here at home. And going against Denver, their first game of the NBA's regular season. This team matched up so well during the regular season last year, splitting their 4 games. This should be a terrific battle.
And going back to last year, this series was an even split.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Paul Millsap has become one of the best NBA big men when it comes to getting steals. Now, Millsap says when you're 6'8" going up against guys that are 7 feet, you're not going to be able to block their shot every time. So you try to get it down low when they bring it down. It's all about being smart and using what you have. Kevin?
Thank you, DA. And Millsap is as crafty as it gets on defense, one of the most underrated players in the game. Already, Doris, several elite rookies are struggling. We often see top high school players making the seamless jump to college. Why is that next jump from college to pro so much more difficult?
Well, I think every level of basketball that you go up, whether it's high school to college and then college to pro, there's a different level of physicality. The players take an extraordinary jump both in their approach to the game, their level of professionalism, what their physical and mental maturation state is. So the NBA has the best players, not only from the United States, but from across the world. And so obviously there's a level of preparation that's required on a day-to-day basis, and the season is so much drastically longer from the college, which plays about 32 to 40 games, to an 82-game regular season, and then if you're fortunate enough to be in the playoffs. So there's a level of endurance required in addition to both the physical and mental maturation standpoint.
Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. Fareed down low with Jokic. Murray and Harris in the backcourt, and it's Millsap in at the 3 slot. throw good, Murray. And the depth of this Jazz team, definitely one of its strong points.
Well, I think one of the best benches in the league, certainly, and it's been a hallmark of well-run franchises. It's not just the centerpieces, but every piece that affects the final outcome. I think it's best to avoid putting this guy at the line if possible, but that's obviously easier said than done.
Rubio outside. Here's Favors. Kicks it out to Rubio. 4 on the clock. The shot, no good. Good defense by Jokic. Outside Millsap. Murray kicks to Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
And that's not the type of defense you want to play, right? You've got to make it more difficult than that. Layups are too easy.
And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line. It's going to be Favors shooting. It's going to be on Jokic.
Well, Derek Favors has always gotten a lot of credit for his defensive abilities, but to me, his offense has come such a long way since he came out of Georgia Tech.
One shot.
And that one falls for Favors. And Favors a good post threat. Dorsey can hit that hook shot with either hand.
And the footwork serves him well in the pick and roll. Even when the help is there, this guy can maneuver and create his own shot around the rim.
Harris misses. Denver on D. Here's Ingles. Yep, it counts. Ingles has got his first bucket in this one.
A guy who converts well at the rim, you like to see the aggression there.
Really doesn't get any easier than that. The defense didn't look too interested in stopping him.
Now here's Murray. Jokic sets the screen for Murray. Got a piece of it, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. To the middle. Ingles in the corner. Three-pointer. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Millsap with it. And the pass to Jokic. The tray. Gobert pulls it in.
Boy, they're just giving him that shot. An easy opportunity for three that just slips away.
Here's Favors.
Unbelievable. I really admire the presence of mind from Rodney Hood. He's terrific at realizing when one of his teammates is wide open.
And that last replay, courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Millsap. Back to Murray. And the ball goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Fareed.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Nikola Jokic. Coming off a terrific season. 6th in shooting percentage, and he did his share on the glass. Battled his way into the top 15 in rebounds per game.
And you know, back to his tremendous efficiency shooting last season, top 10 in the league, his dead-eye shooting creates so many opportunities for that offense. Hood kicks to Favors. Gobert the screen. Favors passes to Ingles. Shot clock at 5. 14 feet away. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And why take that contested shot? I mean, make the extra pass.
No, that's a head scratcher. When the defense is in your grill, move the ball.
Exum, he's checked in for Utah. To the right side. To stop the run, Fareed goes in.
Derek Favors using that long frame to send that back twice on the pipes, Kevin.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Screen by Fareed. Murray kicks to Fareed. 6 on the shot clock. Offensive rebound. Jokic. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Favors with a wide open look. Again, Favors missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Harris. Back to Murray. Passes it to Jokic. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Jokic has got 6 points.
What a phenomenal quarter from the field. A great shooting percentage, excellent shots. This is really well done.
Exum dishes to Favors. And then Favors with the dunk.
And you love that Favors bounces off defenders effortlessly. Fantastic at finishing despite the defense being right in his grill.
And so here's Denver. They trail by 1. Murray kicks to Millsap. A fader. They get the rebound. Tries yet again. And Fareed with the nice bucket inside.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
Now here's Gobert. Looking for his first basket still in this one. And that comes off the assist by Exum.
Well, we know this about Jazz head coach Quinn Snyder. He has a wide range of coaching experience, right? He's coached at the college level, in the minors, over in Europe. And in today's game, I think that breadth of experience is invaluable.
Murray, no good.
Boy, that's high impact defense in the lane, standing tall to deny the easy bucket.
Count that one. Ingles has got his second bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And it's out of bounds to the Nuggets as Denver retains possession.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
You love that they're making their presence felt on the defensive end. You can't afford to be careless with this team.
Now here's Murray. Here's the screen. He kicks it to Harris. Millsap against Ingles. 4 on the clock. Goes up on the wing. Harris misses.
Boy, I'll tell you, he has plenty of space, but it looked like a little bit of a hitch in that release.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. Paul Millsap picks one up. For Utah, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. And when the Nuggets are clicking on offense, Greg, they are a joy to watch.
You know they are, and one reason is because they're one of the better passing teams in the league. And right near the top in terms of assists per game last season. And all players on this roster at all positions look to make that extra pass to get an easy bucket.
And so he hits both. The Nuggets trail by 5. And here is Murray. Jokic with the screen on Ingles. High arcing shot. And now the fast break Exum with the ball. And good that time. Exum's got his first 2 points of the night.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Millsap kicks to Fareed. Back to Millsap. Over Ingles. And again, Denver no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Not the kind of strong finish it should have been. Something threw him off.
Now here's Murray. Ingles covering. Over Exum. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
This guy is a beast on the board.
And when he gets those second chance points, G8, he does not waste one of them.
He's so very quick to convert off the miss, and usually with authority.
Here's Gobert following the basket by Kenneth Fareed. And that one's good by Favors.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Now here's Murray. Guarded close. He dishes it to Harris. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Rodney Hood. That's his first foul. A different look for Utah. Jerebko's checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Joe Ingles. And it's Mitchell in for Hood. On defense, Utah. They lead by 7. They grab their own miss. And stolen by Favors. Here's Johnson. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Well, Johnson isn't just an outside shooter. This guy is a versatile, talented scorer in the paint.
Barton outside. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Nelson, right side. Utah with the rebound. Favors has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Johnson kicks to Jerebko. Basket is good. The assist from Johnson. And the Jazz lead by 11.
And when you build a big lead like this, especially early, you have to guard against the letdown.
No, exactly right. You can't afford to get complacent, right? They have to stay hungry and humble if they want to keep this lead.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets.
There are 2 things, guys, as you know, that age gracefully in the NBA, and that's size and shooting. No coincidence that Joe Johnson remains a very effective player, even as he enters his mid-30s.
The Jazz making a switch here. Udo's checked in. And a look now at the 4 areas where shots can come from. The paint, mid-range, and shots from deep, all broken down for the Jazz.
And you can see how important those inside baskets are. This is a team that loves to work the ball inside, whether the entry pass or off of a drive. They like to feed on those high percentage looks.
And in his 16th NBA season, Joe Johnson, Doris, experiencing life as a reserve for the first time.
And what a luxury, bringing a player of his caliber off the bench. This guy's so well-rounded. We know he's a great shooter, but he's willing to defend, to rebound, and he can make quality passes. So much to like about this guy's game.
Now here's Johnson over Chandler. Johnson can't get it to go.
Oh, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
Here's Nelson. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. There's the pick. Plumlee with the screen. 6 to shoot. With the teardrop.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
That's just sheer determination on the offensive glass, beating everyone to the spot for the tip-in.
Exum kicks to Mitchell. 1:56 left to play in the first quarter. Exum passes to Jerebko. Over Hernangomez. Jerebko can't get it to go. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Nelson outside. There's the feed to Barton. Back to Nelson. Nice pass. Right under the rack perfectly for the layup. Nelson's got his first 2 points of the night. Jazz leading by 10. We've got 1:18 left here in the first quarter. Exum kicks to Udo. The Jazz working the ball around now. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Well, without great floor spacing, the Jazz have to work harder than most teams to find quality shots. They're very patient and methodical running their offense.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Jazz run a half-court offense. A lot of cuts and screens to create their shots.
Well, they are right near the top in what we call screen assists. Shots created off a screen. Ironically, not a ton of regular assists, despite all the passing required in their offense.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 1:07 left in the first quarter. It's Barton on the wing. Baseline try, and there's another one for the Nuggets. 59 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Exum dishes to Udo. Rebound by the Nuggets. Plumlee's got 3 rebounds so far in the game.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
Now here's Chandler looking for his first basket still in this one. Off the mark, had a chance to trim it to single digits. Utah leading by 10.
Methodical in their approach. They have absolutely owned this first quarter.
And it's early, but obviously you've got to like the dominance down low. They're simply bullying the other team right now.
Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Good, and a nice assist from Nelson. Utah has gone 1-3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Now Exum. One second left. And so it's Utah ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Right back after this break. And Derek Favors known for his work ethic, and he talked about his focus on developing his skills.
I just want to get better. I just want to keep improving as a player throughout the year, just get better, keep making strides, and keep getting better in every aspect of my game.
Well, the desire is there, and sounds like the commitment that he's showing is to how far, Greg, you think he can go?
Well, you talk about desire and commitment, and then you throw in the fact that he has the talent that can be built upon and improved. One big factor will be injuries. That's the big X factor that determines so many more careers than desire. Talent and commitment, you need to stay on the court.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And the guys, what's your take on Utah so far?
Yeah, it didn't take them long to get that transition game going.
Not at all. Every time they get the ball, they're looking to burn the defense in transition.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, Will Barton is out there with Nelson. Then there's Plumlee. Then it's Wilson Chandler. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 4. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Emmanuel Mudiay spent a year in China prior to the NBA rather than playing in college. A lot of people respect what he did while he was over there. He said, being in a foreign country, everything is different. It made me mentally strong. Now in the NBA, he said, you've got to have confidence because every point guard in this league can play. You've got to keep that edge and be prepared at all times. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Mental fortitude is critical, especially when you're a young player in this league.
2 shots.
And he makes the first. You just have to love the way Ricky Rubio plays defense. Fantastic at jumping a play, and Doris forcing a turnover for his team to get out and get a score in transition.
Right. I think the thing that stands out with Ricky Rubio is probably his anticipation. That is what makes him such a great defender. Active feet, active hands to bother shooters, incredible lateral movement, and an impressive wingspan.
And so he hits both. Doris, we have so many bigs that are playmakers, even though their position doesn't say they really should fall in that category. But we do have a lot of guys that can pass, that have size, and operate down low. Who, in your opinion, tend to be some of those names under the radar?
Well, I go to Marc Gasol, who is an all-star center in the NBA. But what his value is, he's increasingly become comfortable with a guy who they want to take 15 to 20 shots a game. But the beauty of Marc Gasol is the unselfish nature of his game. You can stick Marc at the elbow, enter the ball through him, and you know something good is going to happen. He's going to make the right pass. He's going to lead to the pass that leads to the pass that leads to the score, or he can get his own offense. I think for me, maybe the under-radar guy in terms of playmaking have to be Marc Gasol.
Now here's Barton. Nelson, the pass to Plumlee. Rebounded by Urebko. Jazz leading by 13. Fires from 14, and the shot goes in. Nelson's got his second basket of the game.
Yeah, quick trigger. And from that range, if he senses the defenders have backed off, forget about it.
Nelson against Rubio. Feeds to Urebko. Over Hernangomez. That misses off the backboard. The Nuggets trail by 11. Chandler outside. Here's Hernangomez. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the screen. And again, Denver with the triple.
A steady screen set on that play, and the defense disappears. Nice communication between teammates to make that play work.
There's a good screen. Kicks to Urebko. The offensive rebound. Udo, and he got the whistle, so he'll have a three-point play opportunity.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. A different look for Utah. Gobert, he's checked in for Urebko. Joe Ingles comes in for Joe Johnson. And Hood subbed in for Mitchell.
One shot.
And the Nuggets over the past few seasons have done a great job as an organization of collecting talent.
And with that steady approach, they've been able to develop a star with Jokic. The Nuggets took a very disciplined approach to building this team, and you can see the depth they enjoy, and it all starts with the job this front office has done.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Yeah, the amount of points they've given up here in the paint, that's what they got to talk about.
Well, I think they've got to ramp up the pressure. There's no excuse for letting them score at will in the paint. Make them feel you.
And a brief check of the stats for Rudy Gobert. Great showing for him last season. He was around 14 points a game last year, 12 rebounds and over 2.5 blocks. And on both ends of the floor, he's a guy they look for to take up space inside.
Well, certainly with the rebounding, with the ability to block shots, basically he does all the dirty work, so the other guys can look pretty.
Now here's Fareed. Screen by Fareed. Here's Murray. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
And love seeing Murray take it strong to the rack. A phenomenal finisher inside.
Here's the screen. And Rubio kicks to Udo. And the ball goes out of bounds. He's touched by Fareed. These are the players who had the most success from deep last season. Well, you look at Ingles, third in the NBA. He's someone that if you leave him alone, he's going to knock it down.
The bucket must have looked 3 feet wide to him last year. I mean, very deserving in terms of that spot among the league leaders from 3.
Hood against Harris. Fareed at the elbow over Ingles. That one wide left. Jazz leading by 9. Outside Hood. Nice ball movement by Utah. And Derek Favors with the slam.
I'll tell you, solid concentration from the big man. Derek Favors fights through the contact thanks to all of that strength in his upper body.
And when you look at Derek Favors, do you think, Doris, he's maximized his potential, or is there still room to grow?
No, I definitely think he's got a higher ceiling. Favors is a guy who came into the league after just 1 year at Georgia Tech. So let's remember, he's still mid-20s right now. And the way this guy works, he's going to get better and better.
And that one falls for Favors. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame, something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Well, really good awareness by the scorer. You're seeing an opening in the defense and exploiting it beautifully.
Jokic a screen. Millsap kicks to Harris. And it's Jokic in the corner. His three-pointers off the mark. Utah leading by 12. Rubio left side. On the wing, Ingles. He's covered by Murray. Fires from deep. They get it back. Rubio left side. Here's Ingles. Hits the front of the rim and out.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's not how you capitalize on the offensive end. You simply have to be more patient.
And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
And a chance to check out the numbers for Ricky Rubio. A very nice season for him last year. 5th in assists, 9th in steals, and ranked in the top 15 in free throw percentage. Tremendous confidence and technique at the line.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. Free throw good, Murray.
And the Utah Jazz, historically, they've always been one of the better franchises in the NBA. And it was nice to see them back in the playoffs in 2017 after that 4-year rebuilding phase. It tied their longest playoff drought since the team moved to Utah.
And so Murray nails both of them. And this Jazz organization operating in a small market, but over the years, so competitive.
Yeah, you know, and a lot of times teams want to take shortcuts to contention. The Jazz know they're not going to win the free agent bidding wars. That creates a kind of discipline that they're looking to build from within.
And the basket by Ingles.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
And his guys are getting frustrated. Coach just really kind of needs to calm them down.
I think, Greg, they've got to continue to believe that the next shot is going to go in. He can hopefully communicate that effectively to them.
And Rodney Hood selected with the 23rd pick in the 2014 draft by Utah. What a great pickup for the Jazz. Wow.
Well, we're talking about a 6'8" shooting guard with a high skill level. And when Rodney Hood is aggressive and confident, he can be a major impact player in the league.
Rubio comes with the double team. Back to Murray. Millsap a screen on Ingles. Murray for three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 9 points.
I tell you, get the feeling he's only going to get better as this game wears on. That first quarter was good. His second quarter has been great.
Gobert dishes to Hood. And it's Hood again missing. For three, Harris. Denver keeping it alive, a new 24.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Jazz leading by 8. And Rubio kicks to Favors. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Rubio's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Now here is Harris. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. And Fareed kicks to Millsap. And Millsap slams it in.
And he just leaves the D in the dust and explodes to the basket.
You're right. Maybe a momentum changer right there, huh?
And if you can blame it on a terrible defensive breakdown, one that could possibly swing the momentum here.
Here's Rubio. The Nuggets getting the bucket. The three-pointer is right on target.
I tell you, the jumper might not be the prettiest of pictures, but the offensive spacing improves dramatically when Rubio hits it.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Lets a floater go. Gobert with the block.
Well, this is a tough night so far. They'd be smart to rely more on a couple of their other options.
And here's Ingles outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Ingles has got the lead up to 14 now for the Jazz. Right side Millsap. It's deflected. Ingles with the ball. 12 points for him. He feeds it to Rubio. Back to Ingles. Looking for Favors. He gets it there. The baseline J off the mark.
And as he squares up for mid-range, the defender right in his face.
Well, classic example of crowding the shooter, not letting him get comfortable in the mid-range.
Now here's Murray. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, coming off that screen, wide open, just can't convert.
Well, I think, Greg, that's exactly what you want. The screen was solid. The execution just fell a little bit short on the shot.
Murray, the pass to Harris. Here's Jokic. Gobert with the defensive effort.
Well, despite his struggles from the field in this period, you know he's going to keep asking for the basketball.
And it's sent back by Millsap.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Favors with the rebound. Utah leading by 14. Jokic with the steal. Baseline J on the way. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Right wing. Rubio right side. Favors dishes to Gobert. And Favors kicks to Gobert. Hangs in the air. Foul on the play. Basket counts, so it'll be a 3-point play chance.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
The Jazz have been exceptional shooting free throws tonight, going 9 for 9. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Jerebko's checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Joe Ingles. Mitchell, he's checked in for Rodney Hood. And it's Dante Exum in for Ricky Rubio.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
That one misses for Favors. One trend we've seen, Doris, is the shift away from one primary ball handler toward a more collective approach. Do you think that change is here to stay?
Well, it'll be interesting. I do think the NBA is very much a copycat league. So you think back to the 90s and the slowed down, grinded battles between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, to now the pace and space offenses that is so much fun for us to watch. What's the next evolution? We saw the San Antonio Spurs play big. Is there a team that wants to reformulate the NBA, find success? As you know, everybody's trying to beat the champ, and right now the champ is all about pace and space and equal opportunity offense.
Indeed. Udo's checked in for Utah.
Shooting one.
And one of the things about Will Barton's game that, to me, makes him such a force is how unpredictable he can be. He plays at times almost like a man out of control, and it really does work to his advantage as he is a difficult guy to deal with in those one-on-one situations.
Exum kicks to Yarebko. Second shot opportunity, and so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot two.
There's a physicality that Joe Johnson brings to the offensive end, so skilled at getting his body into the defender.
And to back up the point with Barton in his chaotic play style, he knows exactly what he's about. Famously saying, Greg, I'm so creative most of the time, I don't know what I'm going to do.
And, you know,
Gentlemen,
that might sound glib, but it is just how Barton plays. I mean, a fantastic competitor who just does what it takes to win. He gives you a little bit of everything out on the floor.
The first one falls.
Well, we know Joe Johnson is a multi-time All-Star, and though his role has changed, he's still got that gorgeous jumper, Kev.
And he makes both free throws.
And really, the Nuggets, a stronger team than many had predicted last season. One area that troubled them was the defensive end. And when they would lose, it was usually by being unable to come up with consistent stops.
Utah leading by 15. Here's Mitchell. Rebounded by Wilson Chandler. Denver's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. To the wing on the left. Releases. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And for the Nuggets and their defensive issues, Greg, a lot of it stemmed from their lack of rim protection.
Yeah, the inability to challenge shots in general, for that matter. And they also had problems applying pressure and forcing turnovers as a team, at the bottom of the league in terms of turnovers forced.
Now, here's Exum, guarded by Nelson. Yarebko kicks to Mitchell. Udo down low, working on Plumlee. There's the dish to Exum. Just 5 on the clock. Leaner from distance. Again, the miss by Johnson.
I don't know if he's trying to show off for the crowd or what, but there's no reason for that kind of shot. Third foul of the half, and that's the risk you take leaving him out there.
The Nuggets shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
That free throw, no good.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
And the second free throw, good.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
Exum kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Yarebko. Here's Mitchell. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
He's trying to make something happen, but obviously been a tough quarter.
Chandler kicks to Nelson. Over Johnson. And another miss by Denver.
Boy, that's a tough miss. Does well to get himself open and then botches it up.
And so it's the Utah Jazz up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their transition game has been in full effect. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, you know, we're trying to defend, and you know, we've been a little bit fortunate too. They've missed some shots, but you know, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And hello again. We have an exhilarated home crowd joining us for our halftime report. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaq. A big night so far for Derek Favors. He had 16 points, 2 block shots, and 1 steal. His last game out, he was just not himself. But tonight, he has rounded right back into form with a very solid first half. And Shaq, what did you think about what we saw from Utah?
Well, they really dictated the pace of the game with their transition game. They got out on the break every chance they had, and the time they could push the tempo, they did. And a lot of times, it kept the defense scrambling like eggs with the cheese and apple juice.
And over to Kenny. What did you think about Denver?
Well, they're trailing in this game because they're shooting under 35%. Now, I've got to give a lot of credit to the defense, forcing the shooters off their spots and making them feel uncomfortable. But if someone takes something away from you, you have to be able to adapt. So they need a whole new game plan because right now they're in trouble.
And time now to send you back down to the floor with Kevin Harlan. We'll see you later.
The streets and buildings of Salt Lake City lit up gorgeously as we welcome you back to the action here in Utah. Welcome back, everybody. Third quarter just about to get going here in what has been so far a runaway game. It's been a clinic out there by Derek Favors.
Yeah, the rebounding, particularly on the offensive side, as good as it gets. He was bringing the effort down low.
Well, it's his specialty. There are certain guys who can dominate a half or even an entire game by generating second chances.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Utah, Hill and Hood in the backcourt. The tough defending Favors and Gobert make up the big men. And it's Ingles in at the 3 spot. On the wing, Ingles. Back to Rubio. 5 on the clock. Count that one. Rubio's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Jazz.
Wow, that's tough finish right there. I mean, that's very good defense, just better offense by Rubio.
Here's Millsap. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
And Ricky Rubio gets the whistle that time. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Now here's Murray. Harris outside. The second chance effort, and Favors with the block.
Well, an 0 for 3 start to the second half. They're going to have to start tightening things up on the offensive end.
To the paint, here's Murray. That's good, and it's Millsap with the assists. And that's now 11 points for Jamal Murray.
And the confidence from Murray, just so efficient from the interior.
And here's Rubio. He has 7. Pass to Gobert. To the middle. And then Favors with the dunk.
And Kevin, I think as long as Derek Favors is in rhythm, you've got to get him the basketball. This is such a talented offensive player.
The Nuggets trail by 14. In the corner, it's Harris. Harris missing again.
You know, coming out of the break, you want a fast start. They go 1 for 5.
Yep, that one goes in there.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Millsap. A rebound by the Jazz.
I'll tell you, that's been the story of this guy's night. He can't get anything to fall.
It's tipped, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. And a look now at the various locations of the shots taken so far for Millsap.
And the three-point game stands out as a major sore spot. It just has not been falling for him. I think at this point you start to get away from that shot. Try to engage in other parts of the offense. You don't want to hurt your team if that long ball isn't there.
Here's Rubio. Out to Hood. And good that time. Hood's got 4 this quarter.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And the precise passing of Murray, really moving the ball well around the floor.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Favors passes to Hood. Now, here's Rubio. Defense is right there. Gobert can't hit. The Nuggets trail by 16. Here's Millsap. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. Now, here's Rubio. He's got 7. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Back to Gobert. Nice ball movement by Utah. Harris against Hood. Harris dishes to Murray. Six on the shot clock. Tries it from 19. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in. 12 points for Jokic.
Well, he continues to be a dangerous scorer for them, but he can't do it all by himself. Someone else has got to help them climb out of this hole.
Rubio, the pass to Ingles. And Gobert kicks to Favors. Over for Reed. That one, no good. And the Nuggets going the other way. Now Harris. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him. Again, Millsap missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing. And a name that a lot of NBA teams were in on this past offseason was Paul Millsap. His ability to shoot from outside and play in the post was wanted all over the league, and the Nuggets were the team ultimately that was able to land it.
Now Hood following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Here's Ingles, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It goes on Kenneth Faried.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
That one is off. And for a Jazz team that had patiently built itself into one of the top teams in the league, how tough is it, Doris, to lose a player like Gordon Hayward?
Well, it's brutal. He was their best player, an all-star, a huge blow. Because you think about Utah fans who have harbored concerns historically about the team's ability to retain star talent. This will feed those doubts, Kev.
Denver calls timeout.
Yeah, just ice cold right now from the floor. Time to regroup.
And I think, Greg, they look lost and they look frustrated. Not sure how they're missing so many shots right now.
All right, a chance to take a look at some stats for Murray. How he did last season. Averaged 10 points per game, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists. And right now for him, it's about gaining experience and continuing to develop his game.
This is a man's game, and you've got to earn your minutes in this league. This guy, his time will come eventually.
From 17 feet out, and the rejection by Favors. Here is Rubio. 7 points in the game. And the pass to Hood. He kicks to Gobert. Hood against Harris. Favors dishes to Rubio. Here's Gobert. Good defense by Jokic.
He definitely got nervous at the rim. I mean, he needs to make sure he finishes strong.
And Harris wide open. He shoots, cans the shot with nobody near him. Jazz leading by 11. Rubio the pass to Hood. Gobert the screen. Hood kicks to Ingles. Denver grabs the miss. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Wide open look here for Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Murray's got it back down to single digits for the Nuggets.
And with Murray, you have an all-around scorer, someone who feels comfortable shooting from just about any spot on the court.
Rubio dishes to Hood. Gobert with a screen for Hood. Favors passes to Gobert. Here's Hood. An easy layup after coming off the pick. Hood's got 6 points in the quarter.
What a turnaround in the second half. So much more accurate overall.
Murray kicks to Millsap. Inside. Pass to Harris. Fareed a screen on Hood. Here's Harris. That one rolling around and rims out.
Now, great look on that. Just a little out of rhythm.
Yeah, he looked like he forced that a little bit. Just needs to take his time. Got to make these shots right now.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And he can't get the first one. So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Udo's checked in for Gobert. Johnson comes in for Derek Favors. Mitchell, he's checked in for Hood. And it's Exum in for Ricky Rubio. He hits the second from the line. The Nuggets trail by 11. Nelson with it. They set the pick. Plumlee with the screen. Here's Barton. Rebound, Utah. Udo's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Mitchell kicks to Ingles. He dents the rim with a 2-handed slam.
Wow. Ooh. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Now, here is Nelson. He's covered closely. For the 3, Chandler drains it from beyond the arc. Chandler's got 9.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Exum kicks to Mitchell. Passes it to Exum. Nice ball movement by Utah. Here's Johnson, and he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
Jerebko's checked in for Joe Ingles. The Nuggets trail by 13. Nelson kicks to Hernan Gomez. The feet to Plumlee. Barton outside, 6 to shoot. Barton missing again.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
Almost like he was anticipating the play call, right? You love the hustle.
And he makes the bucket, drew contact, and gets the whistle, too.
Well executed, and then you love the strong finish.
Yes, you love that they're not settling for anything outside the paint. Excellent work getting right to the tin.
One shot, gentlemen.
And that one misses. Well, Greg, you look at Wilson Chandler, and he is just perfect for coming off the bench.
And Chandler can be a bit of a streaky player, which is why he shifts between a starter and a sixth man, but he's fearless with the ball on the offensive end, and you can always count on him to kind of provide you with a spark.
And so here's Denver after the basket by Utah. Puts it up from 12, misses off the left iron.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Exum dishes to Udo. Back to Exum. He tries for three. They get it back. Feeds it to Mitchell. He dishes it to Urebko. No good with the triple. The Nuggets trail by 13. Here's Barton. Good for another field goal. Number 5 in the night. 5 for 10 shooting. Utah's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third. Still 0 for 3. Mitchell passes to Urebko. Kicks to Mitchell. Exum dishes to Udo. He feeds it to Mitchell. Joe Johnston on the wing. Over Chandler. Johnson can't hit.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
Here's Hernan Gomez. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
That makes any coach happy. You don't force a tough shot, but you get a quality look from close range. Nice.
Here's Exum. Another miss by Utah. The Nuggets trail by 9. Barton outside from past the arc. Drills it from outside. Barton's got 5 points now this quarter.
If they think they can give him that shot and get away with it, think again, gentlemen.
1:33 left in the third. Exum kicks to Udo. Back to Exum. Johnson in the corner. Over Hernan Gomez. Johnson missing again.
Well, can't find the target, but good work to get into open space inside the arc.
Barton, no luck.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better. Exactly the kind of ball movement they're looking for.
Nelson kicks to Hernan Gomez. Here's Plumlee, and the rejection by Udo. To the paint, deflects the pass. Exum passes to Johnson. In the corner, it's Udo. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And this will be his second and third shots at the line here. And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Udo. The Nuggets trail by 10. Chandler outside. And yes, it's good. Chandler's got 13.
I'll tell you, the floater is a shot that takes great touch, but that one looks pretty leaving his fingertips.
Johnson kicks to Yarebko. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Johnson. Here's Mitchell. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
You know, Joe Johnson has proven he will find his guys if they're open.
There's a screen. Chandler inside the line. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Jazz lead by 11. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena, you're watching 2K Sports. Mike Malone moments ago with some words for his players.
Stay positive. Don't get down. We got a lot of time left. We're going to win the game. We are going to win the game.
Coach Mike Malone moments ago trying to get each guy to believe in himself, believe that this still can happen.
And the players have to trust each other. It's going to take all 5 guys working together to recapture that momentum.
And we're rolling here again with the fourth quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. And Denver will start the fourth quarter with. They've got Nelson. He's out there with Will Barton. Wilson Chandler out there with Plumlee. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the force line. Here's Yarebko. Here's Exum. Good D by Nelson.
Well, he hasn't been a big contributor tonight for sure, but it hasn't prevented them from being in a position to grab the win.
Offensive rebound. Plumlee uses the glass to finish the layup. Plumlee's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for the Nuggets. Now here's Exum, guarded by Nelson. Exum dishes to Johnson. Over Chandler. And there's Johnson. That's good on the assist by Exum. Exum's got 4 assists now tonight. Barton kicks to Nelson. There's the pick. Now here's Barton. 4 on the clock. Good for basket number 7 tonight on a not so unlucky 13 shots.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Utah calls timeout.
You know, couldn't agree more with this timeout. There are far too many turnovers to get any kind of offensive rhythm. You're just trying to mix things up here.
So Utah going with an almost entirely new group here. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Utah. Favors comes in for Yarebko. Rodney Hood's checked in for Mitchell. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Dante Exum. Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Wilson Chandler. Harris is checked in for Will Barton. And it's Jamal Murray in for Jameer Nelson. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
During that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Quinn Snyder said to his team. He was very adamant in the huddle. He said, don't let up now. Stay aggressive and do the things that have gotten us this far. And we're almost there, guys.
Now, here's Rubio, following the miss by Jamal Murray.
Boy, that's the vision and ability to deliver precise passes. Rubio completely on point.
And here is Murray. Right side Millsap. Looking to get it going. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Joe Johnson picks one up.
And when you talk about just a natural basketball player, I think you got to envision a guy like Paul Millsap. He just does it all. He's got the skill level and versatility at that power forward position. And in this league today, you have to be able to impact the game the way he does.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. And you look at all the different things that Paul Millsap does for you on the court, Greg. Don't forget about the defensive end of the floor, too.
Yeah, great point. And all defense selection, one of the great big men in league history in terms of getting steals. Just unbelievable hands. And you know what? He epitomizes consistency when you look at the course of his career.
And the second free throw, good.
Yeah, it's really incredible when you think about the evolution of Millsap's game. This is a guy who was a second rounder that's turned himself into a perennial all-star.
Now here's Gobert. To the middle, Millsap with the steal. Now here's Murray. He's guarded closely. And the shot is good. The Utah lead has been cut down to 8 on the bucket from Kenneth Faried.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Johnson. Favors. Offensive rebound. Here's Hood. Some solid defense from Harris. The Nuggets trail by 8. Millsap kicks to Murray. Favors with the rebound. Favors has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Rubio outside. Gobert down low. Jokic defending. And Gobert with the basket on the assist by Rubio. Rubio's got his 5th assist in this one. Millsap sets the pick for Murray. Off the screen. Faried. Gobert pulls it in. Jazz leading by 10. Joe Johnson on the wing. He doesn't hit that one. And Denver the other way now. Murray kicks to Jokic. He can't get that one to fall. For Utah, they've gone 3 of 8 here in the 4th quarter. Out to the right wing. Rubio the pass to Hood. That shot off. Some solid defense from Harris. Out to the wing. Faried with it. Favors picks him up. Faried dishes to Murray. Pass to Harris. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Millsap a screen. Off the pick. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Harris.
Wow, hats off to him for making that one. You can't find a much tougher shot than that.
Gobert against Jokic. Nice shot by Gobert. And the Jazz lead by 10.
Rudy Gobert is becoming a handful down deep. He's quick, he's confident, and he's got gorgeous touch.
Millsap kicks to Faried. Back to Millsap. And taken away by Johnson. Hood against Harris. Millsap with the steal. In the corner, it's Harris. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Jazz will take it. Joe Ingles, who's checked in for Utah. Utah leading by 10. Now Rubio. The dish to Hood. Rejected by Harris. Ingles against Millsap. Dishes it to Murray. Back to Millsap. Clock at 6. The baseline J. Gobert with the defensive effort. They've shared the load offensively.
And guys, they put the defense on their heels. You can see right now they're trying to react, and that's what you want when you're in a rhythm offensively.
Now here's Millsap following the miss by Rodney Hood with the putback. Favors with the rebound. Rubio outside. The wide open look here for Ingles. The Jazz again can't hit it.
Boy, despite the miss, he did a really good job shaking himself completely free from the defense.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And boy, this really doesn't look good. Just the way it happened.
Boy, it's got to be so frustrating for him. As hard as he has worked, doing everything he can to help his team, just heartbreaking, Greg.
Will Barton, he's checked in for Denver. The Nuggets trail by 10. Harris outside. Barton outside. Jokic a screen. Millsap passes to Jokic. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Here is Rubio. There's the pass to Gobert. Kicks it out to Rubio. Now the feed to Favors. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Hood. That one off the back iron and out.
After the strong first half, this guy has not been the same, and largely a no-show right here.
A chance here to get a quick injury report. Now let's check in with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge to see how Jamal Murray's doing. David.
Thanks, Kevin. I just talked with the Nuggets head athletic trainer. He told me that it appears as though he broke his toe on that play. That is a bitter pill for them to swallow so early in the season. It clearly changes the look of this team going forward, Kevin.
All right, David, thanks. Well, guys, certainly not the news his fans were hoping for.
And not at all. I mean, it sounds like he's got a long road ahead of him in terms of his recovery.
And our hearts go out to him. Now, the guy works so hard. His teammates love him. Coaches love him. He's going to be missed.
Here's Millsap. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And great hustle to turn that block shot into a fast break opportunity. Big-time play on both ends.
Barton against Rubio. Outside Hood. Over Harris. Hood gets the bucket. And the Jazz lead by 8.
I think given his size, Rodney Hood can be very efficient on the interior. This guy feels at home in the paint.
And it's Millsap. That time on the assist by Barton. And 11 points for Paul Millsap.
He's been heating it up since the break, getting some excellent looks right now.
Rubio outside. And Gobert kicks to Rubio. Favors with the screen. Pass to Ingles. Kicks it out to Rubio. Outside Hood. From deep. They get it back. And there's Favors putting it right back in.
And here in the second half, their production on the offensive glass has slipped. I mean, they have the lead, but that has been an issue.
Now here's Barton. Fareed setting the pick for Barton. He kicks it to Fareed. Jokic with the screen on Gobert. It's good, and the Jazz lead is cut down to just 6 points with the basket from Millsap.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Ingles with a screen on Millsap. And Rubio kicks to Gobert. Passes it to Ingles. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. The first free throw is good. Jameer Nelson's checked in for Barton. That one falls, so he hits both of them. The Nuggets trail by 8. Right side, Millsap. Over Ingles. Another miss by Millsap. Utah's gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Ingles dishes to Hood. Back to Ingles. And Gobert kicks to Favors. And here we go. And Nelson gets it to go.
And racing up the court, you have a number of options and a great decision there.
I love how he took the initiative, right? You took charge of the opportunity and made the right decision.
Now, here's Ingles. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth. Here's Favors. That shot off. Some solid defense from Fareed. Fareed setting the pick for Nelson. Jokic a screen. And Fareed kicks to Millsap. Utah with the rebound. They led by as many as 18 points. Rubio the pass to Favors. And Derek Favors with the slam.
Oh, you love to see Favors get high for the slam. What an impressive vertical with that size.
Denver's shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. Nelson dishes to Fareed. Out to the right wing. Shot from 16. That's short off the rim.
I'll tell you, he's had a tough night. And if you're going to shake out of a slump, he is not going to do it with those kinds of shots.
Feeds it to Ingles. Rubio against Nelson. And Favors kicks to Ingles. Over Millsap. Ingles can't get it to go.
And with the time remaining, I'm just not seeing it.
No, nor am I, Greg. There's no question. They're too far behind. Not their best effort, for sure.
And just showing you his determination despite the size difference.
I mean, how does he get that shot off? I mean, he had to angle that perfectly to get past the defender.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And a tough break is his second attempt at the line. No good. Near the three-point line, it's Millsap. Off the left rim and out.
Well, yeah, I mean, you want to give your offense a chance, and that possession didn't do it.
Not at all, Greg. I mean, no reason for him to be taking these kinds of shots. He has only himself to blame.
And so it's Utah with the win. It was a fantastic ball game, and they did a great job making sure it didn't get away from them late.
Yeah, I mean, they faced some challenges, but really held firm when they needed to. On both ends, just effective in terms of coming away with this win.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. With Dante Exum. Dante, still a young guy in this league. What do you want to focus on with your development?
You know, I think it's just staying in the defensive end. You know, sometimes in the heat of the play, you kind of lose sight of it, and it's just about staying in there and just helping your teammates out. So,
a very young guy on a very good team. Thank you, Dante. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, and the rest of our terrific crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.